We're just going to have a practice pitch here, see how the camera works with everything. On the mound is going to be number 42, Benny Oldwing. He's out of Pasadena City, 6'1", 170 pounds. And it looks like we are ready for some baseball. First pitch of the showcase coming up. Benny gets a sign out of the windup. Delivers outside, ball one. Big swing and a miss there by Klinowski. One note to make is each inning you'll see 5 batters, and that'll be it per pitcher. That's because both teams have a certain amount of pitches they want to get through for each pitcher. Want them to get the appropriate amount of work, and 5 batters is usually get the job done, unless the pitcher just rolls right through, gets a bunch of first pitch outs. Typically will be fine. Here comes the pitch. Ball head out to the left fielder scooting back a little bit, and we'll put it away for the first out. That'll bring up Jacob Agredano, excuse me. I'll do my best not to butcher any of these last names, but there's quite a few players here. Some of them with semi-hard to pronounce names. But Jacob Agredano will step in. First pitch to him, misses outside for a ball. Agredano is a first baseman, 6'2", 185, out of La Sierra. That one misses, a little bit high. Here comes the pitch. I believe that one missed. Waiting on deck is Logan Brett. He'll follow Agredano. Swing and a miss that time. Comes up empty. We also will not be keeping score here, as just trying to show these players to some scouts. Let them shine. Their abilities shine. That's the plan here. These guys out here to have a good time and showcase some of their baseball skills. Here comes the pitch. Ogwin, a swing and a miss. Strikeout that time. So Agredano goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Logan Brett. Logan Brett, first baseman, 6'2", 220, out of Compton College. First pitch to Brett. Outside corner, just misses. Pitcher looking in, gets a sign, and delivers. This is a little bit high that time. Swing and a miss once again. So far, Oldwin looking sharp. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He carves right through Brett, and Oldwin off to a hot start on the mound. There will also be a new pitcher every inning. Another note to make for the showcase. And it's expected to be a 9-inning affair. So we'll see quite a few arms. Here comes Deshaun Johnson. Batting cleanup. Change up, misses low, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. That one in the dirt, misses, 2-0. In the game earlier today, we saw, in the showcase earlier today, as that was also the same format as this, in the showcase rules and everything. We saw a lot of good pitching. A lot of good arms out there, a couple of good hits, but for the most part, that game was defined by very solid pitching. As that misses high. Pitch to Johnson. Misses high once again. Pitcher looking in, Ogwin, out of the windup. He will set and deliver. That one hit up the middle, center fielder coming on. That's going to fall for a base hit. Johnson is aboard with a single. And that'll be the first base runner here today. Now stepping in is going to be Brock Denbo. We saw Denbo play in the Fall Baseball League, and he's a solid contact hitter. Got a good glove. He's a middle infielder as well. Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch, no doubt. He stands 6 foot, 180, out of Fullerton College. First pitch to Denbo this time. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, he's a tough guy to strike out. He's a barrel of ball kind of guy. Good contact hitter. A little bit of sneaky pop in there. He found a couple gaps, I remember, in that Fall Baseball League. That was a good glove out at shortstop and second base. Swing and a miss this time. He will be the final batter of this top of the first. In case you were unclear on the rules of how this is going to work, 5 batters each inning, and that's it. Pretty self-explanatory. And that's just to get the pitchers enough work but not overuse them. And that one's hit foul. It also saves time because you won't have those innings where you see 9, 10 batters, the pitcher struggling, throwing balls, whatever it may be. And you also won't have 1, 2, 3 innings each time where batters aren't getting enough at bats either. This guarantees the batters get enough at bats and the pitchers get enough work on the mound. That one's outside, throw down to second on the stolen base. He's in there safely. So credit Johnston with the stolen base to his credit now. Not just the base hit. That's what you want to do. If you have tools you can steal bases in a showcase affair, you want to do that. Show off what you can do. If you're a great base stealer, do it. If you're a good contact hitter, then play to your strengths. If you have a great glove, you can make the spectacular diving catch, go for it. You want to show scouts and anybody watching that you are capable of playing at the next level, whatever that may be. Oh, speaking of good baseball, there's a strikeout. And that is going to end the top of the first. We're heading to the bottom of the half here in this showcase affair. Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the first here in this showcase prospect affair. Pitcher on the mound will be Knowlton Clark. Knowlton is a 6'3", 210-pound right-handed pitcher. He is out of Santa Ana College. And he will get the call today. Start this one. And to lead it off, it'll be Robert Hernandez. Hernandez, a left-handed batter. Stands 5'10", 200 pounds out of Citrus College. Try to get things started. Hernandez stepping in. So Clark will face 5 batters. And the main goal for pitchers today is just to throw strikes. You know, I mean, you're facing 5 batters. You may have your best stuff, you may not. Sometimes in baseball you do, sometimes you don't. Even the best pitchers in the world. If you look at the best pitcher right now, maybe Jacob deGrom in the MLB, there's going to be days where he's off. But in the end, you want to make sure that you just throw strikes and just show coaches that you have the baseball IQ to be out there and you know what you're doing. And you can locate your pitches. That's what they want to see. If you have good velocity, that's going to come. If you have a great curveball, that's going to come. Like they'll see that, you know. But focus on the things you can control, and that's just throwing the ball over the plate and just grinding through just 5 batters. So with that being said, Hernandez, on the other hand, is going to do his best to have a good day today. Play a couple of hits, get on base, work some good at-bats. And that's going to be the hitter's approach. Just work good at-bats. You might go for 4, might go 4 for 4. In the end, work a good at-bat, and coaches will notice that. So Clark looking in. Gets his sign and delivers. Pretty good spot right there. Mark it up as a backwards K. Low and outside fastball. He gives his catcher some credit calling that pitch. You'd love to see that from a pitcher. And that is how the bottom of the first opens up. It's not to bring up Asher now. Dorian Asher, a middle infielder, 5'10", 160 pounds, out of LA Valley College. First pitch to him. Good spot once again. So far, Clark is keeping the ball low. And from a pitcher's perspective, that is exactly what you want to see. Asher takes low once again. Swing and a miss. Clark is a pretty intimidating presence on the mound. He stands pretty tall, 6'3", 210 pounds. If he is able to keep the ball low like he has so far, he's going to be just fine. That one just misses. I think Clark thought he had him. Jammed him with a fastball. That one will get out of play. So he'll see at least one more pitch here. Clark looks in and delivers. Misses low. So pretty good at bat here by Asher. Staying alive, fell off a couple of tough pitches. And swung on and missed. Another strikeout by Clark. He's looking sharp out there so far. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up, let's see, it looks like it's going to be Doug Allen stepping in. Allen, also a middle infielder, stands 6 foot, 180 pounds, out of Compton College. And Clark is really keeping the ball in a good spot right now. Now, I was just talking about today, your main focus on the mound has to be just keep the ball in a good spot. And that's what he's been doing up to this point. Granted, this is only his 3rd batter of work, but you only get 5 batters total, so you got to make each at-bat count. Not a lot of time to settle in. We'll see if he can keep it up to these next 3 batters. That might have gotten a piece of the batter. No, that was a foul ball, actually. At first glance, I thought that may have hit Allen at the plate, but instead, just a foul ball. Yeah, and that's something you learn when you're a lot younger, is just get that bat out of the way if it runs inside. Good breaking ball. That may have just missed, but that was a great pitch. No, it was indeed at strike 3. So a delayed call there by whoever's calling balls and strikes down there. And Allen goes down looking. Can Knowlton Clark strike out all 5 batters he faces? That would be something, wouldn't it? Batter is Peter Jared Benash. He's also a middle infielder. Quite a few of those guys leading off for this team. 5'10", 150 pounds, out of Redlands East Valley High School, Rev. When I played club baseball back in the day, I used to play there quite a bit. It's a beautiful campus, beautiful school. I was amazed how beautiful that school was. I mean, I don't know if you're watching this, I don't know if you've ever seen Redlands East Valley High School, but you know, I'm from a small town, but when I first went to that campus, I thought it was a college. It looked like a college. It was gorgeous. And maybe that's just the small town in me speaking, but just a beautiful campus. Great baseball field. I love playing baseball there. So for Mr. Benash, he gets very lucky getting to play there. But right now, he's trying to get a base hit off of Knowlton Clark, which the first 3 batters were not able to do. And he won't either. Another strikeout by Knowlton Clark. 3 of them swinging, 1 of them looking. And he'll have 1 more batter to face here in the bottom of the 1st. If he can strike out all 5 of these guys, that is going to be very impressive. I mean, it's already incredibly impressive, don't get me wrong. So J.D. Schaefer stepping in. Schaefer, 6'6", 225. He's the 3rd baseman out of Glendale Community College. He represents the final opportunity to get at least a piece of the baseball against Clark here in the bottom of the 1st. Good eye that time. Clark out of the windup. Delivers. Inside for a ball. I mean, if you're Schaefer there, you almost want to wear that, because getting a base hit off of Clark right now seems almost impossible. Might as well just take the hit by pitch. But I'm sure he wants to swing the bat up there and get himself a base knock. Check swing. Didn't see any safe route call on any kind of appeal, so I'm going to assume that was a ball. And as Clark calls time, he'll step off and redo it. Here comes the pitch. Might have just missed. Pretty good location. Clark trying to strike out the first 5 he faces. Can he do it? He can. 5 up, 5 down, all via the strikeout as the drop third strike's thrown into right field. And he's going to end up at second base. That is going to end the inning. Nonetheless, Clark strikes out 5. We'll head to the second here in this prospect showcase. Okay, welcome back to this prospect showcase. On the mound will be the righty Tyler Williams. He stands 6'2", 200 pounds out of Cal State University, San Bernardino. And that will bring up Michael Hurd. Hurd is a lefty batter and a righty thrower. He's a catcher, 6'2", 195 out of Compton College. Pitch inside, ball 1. The 1-0 also misses. Now 2-0. Just in case you're wondering, if you see someone continuously going behind the backstop, fiddling with something, that is one of the coaches helping out with the camera behind home plate. Ground ball up the middle, that is going to be a base hit and the first one of the game for either side. As it belongs to Michael Hurd. Good job by him getting on the board with the base hit. But yes, there's a camera behind home plate, and that is just for scouting purposes, video purposes. And it's right behind a backstop, so sometimes it gets bumped, and that is what the coach is doing back there. Ethan Hagen stepping in. Hagen takes. He's a corner infielder. He bats and throws right-handed, 6'4", pretty tall guy, 185 out of College of the Canyons. As he takes right there. Runner's off for second. Throw it out. It's a good one. It looks like they got him. Oh, and the ball was dropped by the second baseman. But that was a great throw by the catcher. So it will be a stolen base. A little bit of luck because of the drop. But he was dead in his tracks if that ball is held on to. So Hurd down to second. Hagan still at the plate, trying to come through here. So now has nobody out and a runner in scoring position. Slow roller down the left side. That will stay fair. Third baseman looks to second, throws on to first, and gets his man. Good strong throw from deep third base. Makes the play, and that is the first out here in the second. Not that the number of outs really matters, as there will be 5 batters regardless. But, you know, the baseball competitive side of me likes to keep track of that sort of thing. That one misses a bit low for a ball. As Andres Contreras is the batter. The 1-0 to him. Swing and a miss that time. Contreras is an outfielder. He bats left, throws right, 6 foot, 175 pounds, out of Southwestern Community College. Williams delivers. In the dirt, but a good block there by the catcher to keep it in front of him. Now we hit the other way towards the bullpen and foul. Good swing right there, trying to go the opposite way, but couldn't quite keep it fair. Pitch from Williams up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to send the runner, and he will not be able to score because of the cones, of course. So if we were keeping score, that would be an RBI base hit for Contreras. That is one bummer about this is, you know, you love seeing him play at the plate, but nonetheless, I understand the purposes of it. But the offense kind of breaking through here in the second inning, as Ferris will step in. Zachary Ferris, another outfielder, 6'4", 200 pounds, out of Southwestern Community College. Pitcher Williams shakes off his catcher, now gets the one he wants. Runner was off, but it went foul. So he'll have to head back to first base. Williams. This is a bit low that time. There will be one more batter in the inning. It'll be Griffin Selby. He waits on deck. And that will do it for the top of the second. Hit through the right side, base hit. The third already of the inning. As the runner almost was caught dead in his tracks, able to scramble back to second. So now runners at first and second for Selby. As this is, of course, the final batter of the inning. And although it's kind of, you know, it's an odd thing, the showcase, can't really drive in runs technically. You want to treat this like there's 2 outs and runners on first and second if you're at the plate. That means you're trying to just get a base hit the ball the other way, through the right side, up the middle, whatever it takes. You got to have that mindset still. Doesn't matter if it's Game 7 of the World Series or it's a prospect showcase. You want to just maintain the same calm composure, same mindset. Just focus on hitting the ball hard, getting a base hit. That one was hit pretty hard, but went foul. So Selby will see another one. It's a fairly warm day today. It has a high of the mid-70s or so. It was cooler this morning for the first game. And that'll end the inning. So a pretty good offensive inning there here in the Prospect Showcase. And we will go ahead and head to the bottom of the second. Be back after this. Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning here. This Prospect Showcase so far been kind of a tale of two different innings. First inning was a lot of just outs and a lot of strikeouts actually. Top of the second, we saw an RBI base hit, and I believe it was 3 total base hits. We'll see if the bottom of the second continues in that same direction. Comes the first pitch. Hit out to right. That'll be a base hit. So, speaking of base hits, after they struck out in 5 straight batters in the bottom of the first, a single. That's how they start the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Nicholas Briones. He's an outfielder, 5'10", 165 out of Long Beach City College. As that one misses for a ball. Second baseman could be 2, to short for 1, back to first. I believe they called him safe. And yes, they did. So a fielder's choice there for Briones. Good turn, though, by the second baseman and shortstop. Almost were able to turn that soft hit line drive into a double play. Instead, a fielder's choice we'll have to settle with. So runner down at first here. One away. Runner's off for second. That was a hit and run if I ever saw one. But he fouled it back. The batter is Brandon Galindo. And he was trying to hit it right through that shortstop hole on the hit and run. Instead, he hit a foul. As time is called, not sure what we're waiting on. Maybe a camera was knocked out of place. It looks like they're working on that camera down there. So we'll just go ahead and wait until they get things sorted out. Once again, I want to thank all of you for watching. My name is Joey Mistretta, bringing you all the action from today's Prospect Affairs. So much just great young talent, whether they're coming out of the junior college circuit or high school, seniors. All these guys have bright futures. And I want to know, I'm excited to see where some of these guys end up. I think some of them could go places. And it's possible we might have a few pros in our midst. Some of these guys I've been watching for a few months now, as they were in the summer baseball league, also the fall baseball league. I announced a couple of games during the summer league, and all the games from the fall baseball league at San Manuel Stadium in San Bernardino, sponsored by Future Events Group. And some of these same players were in those games, and man, some of them just looked like they were D1 baseball players, that they had that kind of potential. So we'll see where some of them end up. And it looks like we got everything sorted out down there, and we're ready to resume some baseball. The batter was Galindo. He was trying to do that hit and run swing, but he fouled it off. Runner down at first. Look over at first base. He is back safely. Pitch. Might have caught in low part of the zone. Looked a little bit low from up here. Pitcher out of the stretch. Takes a look and deals. Just off the corner for a ball. Galindo trying to come through. Third batter of the inning. Runner's off for second. And he will get there easily. He stole that on the pitcher. He read him, knew he wasn't going to look over to first, and swiped second. A stolen base for Briones. Yeah, good job by Briones there. You know, you ground into a fielder's choice, kind of feeling bad about yourself. Just take second. And you get a runner in scoring position once again. One comes inside. Looked like maybe a cutter there. Not sure if that was just a normal fastball that had some movement or a cutter, but nonetheless, pretty good pitch. Just missed on the inside part of the plate. Briones on second. Galindo tried to come through. The runner in scoring position. The pitch. Hit out to center. A little bit of carry. Center fielder taking a couple steps back, makes the play, and the runner was bluffing it sad. A great throw from center. On the money as Galindo is retired. So with that fly out, Daniel Carpio steps in. Carpio, an outfielder, bats and throws right-handed, 5'10", 175 pounds, out of Mount San Joaquino College. As he fouls the first pitch off there, strike one. The 0-1 delivery from the righty on the mound. Hit out to center. Second baseman actually scooting back and will make the play. Thought that might have had some more distance off the bat, but kind of just died. Batter got jammed a little bit. And that'll bring up the final batter here in the second. It'll be number 45, David Medallion Jr. David is an outfielder, 5'10", 150 pounds. Also out of Redlands East Valley High School. So a couple of Rev kids here today. Runners off for third. And once again, he steals it on the pitcher. In there safely. That ball hit into the netting and foul for a strike. Pitch to Medallion Jr. This is high for a ball. Runner on third, last batter of the inning. Good breaking ball, got him off balance, and that will end the inning. So one runner left on. We'll head to the third here in this prospect. Okay, welcome back. Top of the third inning here. New pitcher will be number 75, Mitchell Knight. Right-handed pitcher, 6'4", 170 pounds, out of Long Beach City College. Stepping in is the leadoff batter, Klinovsky. He was retired in his first at-bat, and will try to come through right here. First pitch, misses low, ball 1. Yeah, Klinovsky was one of my favorite players to watch over that fall baseball season. Just a good hitter. Not a bad catcher either, but a lot of potential with the bat. Takes that one outside. He almost has a left-handed version batting stance of Mike Trout. Get the hands up, knees kind of bent, not too much. And a pretty good swing right there, but a great defensive play at shortstop to pick that one out of the dirt on just one hop and throw out Klinovsky. So Klinovsky retired, and that will bring out Agradano. He was a strikeout victim back in the first. Looks like each team will bat 10 batters here. So 5 each inning. Pitch from Knight. Swung on and missed by Agradano. Pretty good pitch there. Could have gone either way. Swung on and missed, and that'll be strike 3. So Agradano goes down once again. Second time today, and that'll bring up Logan Brett. Brett was also a strikeout victim back in that first inning. First pitch to Brett this time around. Breaking ball. Comes a bit too far inside that time for ball 1. The 0-1 from Knight. That one hit off the cage and foul. Count evens up at 1. Logan Brett's a pretty big guy. 6'2", 220. He's probably got some good pop. You know, scouts love a power-hitting first baseman. Bat's left-handed nonetheless. Pitch to Brett. Outside, almost went around, able to hold back. And that'll be strike 3. Not sure if that was on the swing or just looking, but nonetheless, Brett goes down on strikes. So far, good inning on the mound for Knight. 3 up, 3 down up to this point, as Johnson will step in. Johnson had a base hit and a stolen base earlier. Misses inside. Slow roller to third, diving play, can't make the play. Shortstop deep in the hole, throws on to first. And a good pick by the first baseman, but he had to come off the bag to do so. That'll likely be a base hit for Johnson. He's now 2 for 2. This time the base hit comes via the infield variety. Infield single for Johnson. And Denbo will step up. He struck out in his last at bat. Swing and a miss, strike one. Not a bad pitch on the corner there, maybe a bit outside. Look over at first, but he's back safely. Comes the pitch to Denbo. A little chopper, but it goes foul. And they'll set it back up. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that is how the third's going to end. I'll take a quick break and be back after this. Okay, welcome back to this prospect showcase. Bottom of the third inning, Neil Feist is the new pitcher. He's a right-hander, 6'3", 210 pounds, out of Southwestern Community College. As top of the lineup, Hernandez will step in. He struck out, as did the next four batters in the lineup. That was all against Knowlton Clark. Clark was, let's just say, on fire. May not be the most professional term to use, but the only way to describe him. Struck out all 5 batters he faced. And this top of the lineup will look to improve upon that here against Feist. Slow roller to shortstop. Trying to stay with it, and he will not be able to make the play. So Hernandez reaches. It will likely be an error. Not that we're keeping the score in this one, but, you know, the competitive side of me likes to do so, even in a showcase affair. As Asher will step in. Dorian Asher, a shortstop, 5'10", out of LA Valley College. Could see a hit and run here or something of that nature. Try to get something going for this team. As offensively, it's been somewhat of a struggle so far. Inside for a ball. Asher is trying to come through, get himself a base hit, batting second in this lineup today. Pitch from Feist. Hit down the right side, it just gets foul. Almost extra bases for Asher. Instead, just a hard hit foul ball. Yeah, that's frustrating, I can tell you. You know, when I used to hit foul balls like that when I played, and, you know, you think it's a fair ball until the last second, it just goes foul. You just want to break your bat. It's a very frustrating feeling. But you get back in there. Don't let the emotions get the best of you. And just get a base hit on the next pitch. Or take it in the dirt. Good eye there by Asher. Feist looking over at first. And he'll deliver. Misses. And the ball gets away from the catcher. That will allow the runner to advance to second. Pass ball there. Slow roller hit foul, and they'll set it back up. Feist out of the stretch. Misses inside and he loses him. Asher down to first on the walk. That'll bring up Allen. Well, after this first part of the lineup, all struck out in their first appearances. So far, a lot better. As 2 leadoff base runners are on, and Allen stepping in.
Yeah, Allen's that guy's all of a sudden, I keep in contact with them, Jackson.
Comes the first pitch to Allen. Big swing. Foul tips it. Still strike one.
Yeah, like, he texted me, hey, I'm going to be back in town, blah, 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 like, back, he got work, you know what I mean? So, doing all that stuff with my boy with him, he's got 8 rollies, he's got 1 back.
That was out to right. Right fielder will battle the sun and make the play. Runner on second. That was a great throw for the right fielder.
Because he does a
Runner on second was bluffing the tag, and thankfully for his sake, he did not run, as that was an outstanding throw from right field.
Oh yeah, and then they got him BRG.
So Allen retired this time around, this time via the flyout, and Benash out of Redlands East Valley High School will step in. Peter Jared Benash, 5'10", 150-pound shortstop.
Yeah, that's busy. It's the frequent flyer card. It's like Dan.
He'll try to come through with the runner in scoring position.
Go back home, man.
Where's Dan today? San Diego?
Yeah, he's San Diego stuff. Yeah, he1 opening is all. See ya, dude. That's all good.
First pitch to him. Late on a fastball for strike one.
Yeah.
No balls and a strike.
Yeah. Well, my boys' travel team, CBA just put out that they're getting word from the governor, so hopefully that starts leaning so they can come into California. We've been going to Arizona, Nevada, Utah, I mean,
And the pitcher
last year he's been out probably 11 or 12 times. I mean, he'd go.
is not feeling too good, it looks like. Not sure what's happening.
Too much. That's a lot of money to go hotels.
He is
drive.
on his knees
They don't
right
rent a
now
car,
on the
like,
mound.
Utah, buys rent a car, and it's like go back to Arizona, rent a car, you know what I mean? Because that's wear and tear on the cars, man.
And it doesn't look like he's feeling too well.
Once you're at risk, there's a chance.
Yeah.
Expose so many people.
Yeah. But we're like, shoot, we're going there. Why can't we just play here and do the same thing that we're doing there?
You play teams from here.
And it looks like he'll stay in the game.
They've doubled.
He had his hands on his knees, and that did not look too good, but
I mean, you're like, wow, it wasn't this much.
I guess he's going to be okay.
You're right about it.
Runners are off. Going on to second. He's going to be in there safely.
Cash prices are going up too.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely thought they were going to take him out there when he was showing some, I'm not sure what was going on, maybe just some signs of fatigue.
That's still another year,
Hopefully that's all it was.
year and a half away.
But Feist will stay in the game.
Played normalcy, yeah.
Yeah.
And the runners took second and third on that play. So try to just get through these last two batters here.
We were just talking about, going to Arizona, how different it is,
Nash and
It's
Schaefer.
like, I think they're going to make it this year, It's going to be different.
Inside for a ball.
How capacity for spring training.
Yeah, they're saying 25% is what, that spring training online emails me all the time. I'm like, 25%, you got to do like have pods set up and this and that. I'm like, you're not going to be able to go back and visit and this and I'm like, nah.
Feist out of the stretch. Looks at third and deals. This is low for a ball.
That's definitely a little more backfield.
Yeah,
You can see him kind of taking his time out there. You just know something isn't right. Let's hope he's okay.
This will be my fourth draft.
One hit into the netting and foul.
2 years prior to that, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Well, Peter Jared Benash trying to come through here with the runners on second and third in scoring position. Inside for a ball. Rolled down the right side and foul once again.
Yeah, it definitely is just it's repetition and getting confidence and comparing. This guy was drafted last year.
So with runners in scoring position here, Benash is trying to poke something the other way, drive in those runners. One misses. Benash will take the walk. And Schaefer will be the final batter here in the bottom of the third.
Dan's been good, Jack. Probably Jack.
See if he can come through.
Trained me. he's still, he's back in Minnesota. He'll be back eventually, but he's back there coaching right now.
Feist really taking his time out there.
He'll be back, yeah. But,
The pace of this game has, of the showcase has slowed considerably
my mind doesn't.
in this half inning.
When I'm trying to write stuff down, Dan's all, quit writing stuff down. I gotta look at this stuff, man. But yeah, he's real good at training down a lot of stuff. So.
Okay, have a seat, Jack.
Yeah, he went back to Minnesota.
Schaefer trying to come through. The pitch. I think that one got over for a strike.
Yeah, it's just been a weird year. You go someplace and one or two guys show
Schaefer, who
up,
stands
you know,
6'6", 225 pounds, a big guy. Trying to get that big base hit here. He was trying to drive in all the runners with that swing, but he came up empty. And why not? Showcase game. Never know who's watching. If you hit a grand slam, that could change your career. Now I need to choke up and make something happen. Hits it into the net. Well, Feist, who has had a long inning, is trying to work out of it unscathed. He's a strike away from doing so. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he gets out of it. We're heading to the fourth here in the Prospect Showcase.
Loves it. This is cool. So this year we're planning on going to watch games because you always get, the other end. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's gonna work out. See if we make plans.
I've actually never been there. I was with the Red Sox for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was back in coaching. Got back in the Scouts there.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to.
Yeah. It's a nice little.
I've been out there.
We were talking about this. You can't do anything anymore anywhere out there. It's baseball season starts as soon as spring training. Everybody go. I mean, it's just so we try to go the first few weeks. February. March, and then get it done because after that it's just.
Okay, welcome back. Fourth inning here. Prospect Showcase. Michael Hurd will lead things off at the top of the fourth.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I host those players. Padres, low A guy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I've been doing that for years. I just took over the program, so now I'm working with the trainer, Padres trainer. So I'm going to be doing all that.
First pitch, a little bit outside for a ball.
Well, they're going to be low A this year, so you have a field.
Yeah, so it's going to be all, yeah.
mound is Mario Ruiz Jr. Ruiz Jr. is a 5'10", 180-pound right-hander out of Mount San Antonio College. So we'll try to get through these 5 batters unscathed. Show off what he's got here in the showcase. That one misses for a ball. And that one almost hits him, able to get out of the way as her. And he'll stay in there. He had a base hit in his last at bat. Ruiz Jr. out of the stretch. Looks in and delivers. Outside, ball 4. So Hurd is aboard for the second time, this time via the base on balls. And that'll bring in number 35, Ethan Hagen. Again, the 6'4", 185-pound right-handed batter. He'll step in here to face Ruiz Jr. Look over at first. A delivery. Missing a bit outside that time. 1-0. The 1-0 from the righty. He'll look over to first, just make sure he's not going anywhere. Just a reminder, this is a 9-inning game, per usual. We have 5 batters per inning. 5-inning showcase, I should say. That one hit down the line, base hit. Hurd's rounding second, head to third, as Hagen heads for second. And they'll hold him up right there. So runners at second and third with nobody out. And in steps Contreras. Contreras had an RBI base hit in his last at bat, and he is set up perfectly for another one right here. Just a reminder, anytime you hear me call this a game, this is not an official game. This is a showcase. That is just out of habit. First pitch to Contreras, outside for a ball. One also misses. 2-0. 2-0. You already have an RBI in the game. Runners at second and third. At the plate here, you're looking one pitch, one spot, and just let it fly. 2-0 coming on the way. Oh, that was not the pitch you wanted. A little bit low in the dirt. Now 3-0. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see him have the green light here. If you get a pitch down the middle, might as well take a big swing, see what happens. 3-0. Well, he'll take it outside. And maybe a pitch earlier was called. That might have been called a strike, actually. Once again, no umpire, so I'm kind of just guessing what's a strike, what's a ball. I'm just doing my best to see from up here. There's a big swing out to right center. That'll fall for a base hit. 1 run will score, and the second run, well, we'll never know, as the runners will not be able to head home. Nonetheless, that will be an RBI base hit for Contreras, his second of the game. And he is seeing the ball well today. So Ferris will step in now. I'll tell you, that play would have been close. If there was no cones, we could have had a play at the plate. Would have been close right there. I think the runner might have been safe, but it would have been a bang bang play, without question. So Ferris at the plate now. First pitch to him. He's outside for a ball. Selby is waiting on deck, and that will be the final batter of the top of the fourth. Look in from Ruiz in the dirt. Runner not going anywhere. Yeah, no real big extra base hits so far. There's been maybe one or two, but a lot of hard hit singles and some clutch hitting with runners on base. Throw down a second, and that throws off the line. Good pick by the shortstop. But all it does is save the runner from potentially going to third. But I'll tell you, if you're a scout and you're looking for, a player who's really excelling today, Contreras is doing just that. Already a couple of RBI base hits. Just stole a base. Now a ball hit through the left side. Another base hit for Ferris as well. Contreras will move over to third as Ferris gets his second hit as well. So both Contreras and Ferris are kind of leading the way offensively. They both have 2 hits. The problem for Ferris is Contreras is taking all the RBIs. But I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he's okay with that as Selby steps in now. This will be the final batter of the inning. That one stays high for a ball. The 1-0 from the righty. Swung on and missed, strike one. Counts even at 1 apiece here. Inside breaking ball misses. Pitch from Ruiz. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Yeah, so far for Ruiz, hasn't been the best inning, but if he can end it on a strikeout, he can at least feel pretty good about things as he exits the game. Comes the pitch from the right-hander. Trying to work out of trouble. That ball hits to left center, has some carry on it, still carrying left fielder on the run over his head. This would have scored at least 2 runs. And he is in the second with a stand-up double. Selby ends the inning with a bang, a 2-run double. We'll take a quick break and be back for the bottom of the fourth here in the Prospect Showcase. right, welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning. New pitcher to tell you about. It's going to be the right-hander Cole Guerin. Cole is 6'2", 180 pounds, out of Mount San Jacinto College. And let's look at the call here to open up the bottom of the fourth. So far, been an exciting showcase. Couple of big RBI base hits, some solid pitching. We've seen a little bit of everything so far. Guerin out of the windup delivers. Misses a bit high and inside that time for a ball. Swing and a miss. There's a strike. That one just misses. That one misses, so Guerin, no, excuse me. Let's keep him in there. Well, with no umpire, like I said, it's hard to tell, so just bear with me. That one's out to the left field. It's going to stay fair. It will just go foul down that line. Almost probably a stand-up double. Instead, just a hard-hit foul ball. Like I said earlier, that is one of the most frustrating feelings in baseball. I mean, you feel good about it because you know you're hitting the ball well, you're seeing it well, but you just want that to stay fair. You know it has a double written all over your name. Instead, just a foul ball. And then that happens. Marked up as a backwards K. Beautiful breaking ball to open up the bottom of the fourth. Here comes Briones now. He reached via a fielder's choice in his first at bat. We'll take that one a little bit low. There's a strike. Good changeup right there. Gets it over. Inside for a ball. One just misses. I'll tell you, another good breaking ball right there. So far, Guerin is really showing a solid plus breaking ball. And there it is again. Swing and a miss. Got him fishing. And that'll quickly be the second out here in the fourth. Yeah, it's looking sharp, you know. I mean, I think these batters are waiting for him to go fastball. And he just keeps throwing breaking ball. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keeps working. So Galindo will step in. He flew out to center in his last at bat. It'll pop up. Everyone's trying to get there, and it'll land towards the bullpen and foul. Yeah, he's a little bit late right there. Not a bad swing. Just got underneath it. Fortunately for him, it went foul. So Guerin versus Galindo. They'll tee it back up. Comes the pit from the lanky right-hander. Inside for a ball. Slow roller. Pitcher trying to make the play. He is going to flip it, and they lose the ball. The first baseman was also going for the ball. Led to some confusion. And I think if you're the pitcher right there, you just got to take it all the way. The first baseman was off the bag. Some miscommunication, and that will allow the runner to reach safely. Yeah, kind of hard to tell that's an error on. If I were the scorekeeper, I'd give the error to the pitcher there, just because I think you got to just take that ball all the way. But that could have gone either way. Nonetheless, not a great baseball play there. But on the Brett side, Guerin has looked very sharp on the mound. As Carpio is the batter. Runner's off. You got a chance for redemption here. He'll flip to first this time, and they're going to get him. So they make up for the misplay just a moment ago, and they're able to retire Galino over at first. Now Carpio still at the plate. And Dalian Jr. waits on deck. He will bat. He'll be the final batter of the inning. As they're talking about something, not sure what the conversation's about. Yeah, it looks like we're ready to play. Slow roller to short, shortstop coming on. Friendly hop, throws on to first. Good stretch by the first baseman to retire Carpio. Yeah, first baseman don't really get a lot of love for that kind of play, but that's just such a much harder looking play than it actually is. I mean, you got to reach as far as you can, keep your foot on the bag, and catch the baseball. And first baseman don't really get the credit. You know, a shortstop dives, makes the play, like it's all over SportsCenter the next day. First baseman stretches as far as he can, almost does the splits, and still retires the batter, and they don't get any credit. So, great play over at first. And also a fine play from the shortstop as well. Good pitch on the inside corner. The batter is Dalian Jr. He struck out in his last at bat. Trying to come through this time around. That one's popped up, and it'll get out of play towards the right side. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So for the second time, he's retired on strikes. We're heading to the fifth here in this prospect showcase. Okay, welcome back. Top of the 5th inning. New pitcher is going to be Austin Coleman. Coleman, a right-hander, 6'2", 200 pounds, out of Cal State University, San Bernardino. As he'll get the call here. Leading off, Klinowski will be followed by Agredano, Brett Johnson, and Denbo. And that's the 5 due up here in the top of the 5th. First pitch from Coleman. This is just outside for a ball. Coleman works out of the stretch and misses outside once again, now 2-0. Yeah, not a whole lot of guys to work out of the stretch with nobody on base, but I've seen a couple here today. Some guys just simply feel more comfortable out of the stretch, regardless of if there's runners on base or not. Well, it's out to left. Left fielder coming on. He won't get there. Klinowski might think about 2. He will. Here comes the throw in. Klinowski with a slide. He's going to be safe with the double. So Klinowski, who I was speaking so highly of for this whole game, I'd been 0 for 2 up to that point. But there he goes, making me look smart. Gets himself a double.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't lying about Klinowski. This guy can hit. He takes the ball the other way with the best of them. He can pull the ball with some power. And right there, showing off his oppo skills. And just dropping a double in there. Good speed as well. And this guy is listed as a catcher. And he's got great speed. So just an all-around tremendous talent. Agredano at the plate. Takes one down the middle for strike 1. Agredano is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. But he hits here with nobody out and a runner in scoring position. That one misses. Counts now even at 1. Klinowski with a sizable lead off a second. Here comes the pitch. Into the net and foul. Yeah, the outfield shading Agredano a little bit towards the left. There's a lot of room down the right field line. If Agredano can just float one into that right side, he could end up on third base when it's all said and done. He almost did. That ball was headed that way, just into the net and foul. Waiting on deck is the powerful lefty, Brett. As Agredano tries to come through here. The pitch from Coleman. Inside for a ball. Coleman a little bit frustrated after that pitch. Trying to get it over, just missed. Austin Coleman looking at second, now delivers. Swing and a miss by Agredano. And he's retired on strikes again. That'll bring up Brett, who's also struck out twice, trying to avoid that same fate. Brett has any opposite field power. The left fielder is playing pretty far in. And if Brett does have any of that opposite field power, he could easily end up with a double here. If he could hit one over the left fielder's head. Outside corner, good pitch from Coleman. Grabbed his paintbrush and just painted that corner. Coleman out of the stretch. Look at second once again. And a delivery. Up the middle. Shortstop trying to get there. He won't. Konofsky will be held up at third. Now he's coming home. And they're going to say he would have scored it. So that will be an RBI base hit for Brett as he comes through. We, of course, are not keeping score, but that would have brought him, would have just added on another run. They've had a lot of RBI base hits in this contest so far. Big swing and a miss that time. Comes up empty, strike one. Batter is Johnson. He's had a good showcase, couple of singles and a stolen base so far for him. This offense for this team has really been clicking in this outing. Almost everybody in the lineup has a base hit. It's pretty close. Coleman misses outside that time. One might have missed a bit low to Johnson. Denbo waits on deck, and he will be the final batter in the inning. Big swing, fouls it off, stays alive. Johnson trying to stay perfect in his outing, as he is 2 for 2 up to this point. Coleman trying to retire him. Runners off for second, and the pitch misses. So Johnson will get on base for the third time, this time via the walk. And the final batter of the inning, Denbo, will step in. Brock Denbo batting with runners on first and second. Comes the first pitch to him from Coleman. This is for a ball. Runners off for third. Throw down. He's going to be in there safely. Good job of reading the play by the runner at second there. Yeah, it never hurts to take the extra base in a showcase. It just shows that you're aggressive and you have some high baseball IQ if you do it right. It can also hurt you if you get too aggressive. Yeah, taking the extra base is always a big risk. If you do it, you look like a genius. You look like you know exactly what's going on. You're the best player on the field. If you get caught, you end up looking very foolish and get embarrassed. Slow roller through the left side. Shortstop can't get there. Another RBI base hit for this team, and that is going to end the inning. Well, they stay red hot, and this showcase is going mighty well for them. Take a quick break and be back right after this. Okay, welcome back. New pitcher to tell you about. It's the right-hander, Colton Bulger. Colton is 6 foot, 180 pounds, and he is out of Cypress College. He'll come at you with kind of a 3/4 arm angle, almost sidearm, and that can likely cause some deception for the hitters. Hitting off is Hernandez. He has reached on an error and also struck out in his outing up to this point. Bulger sets, working out of the stretch. Pretty good pitch that time. Might have caught the low part of the plate. That one misses low. Comes the pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So the leadoff batter is aboard via the single. Good swing right there. Just let that pitch travel in. Took a nice little short, compact swing to the baseball and sent it right back where it came from. So Asher stepping in now. He has reached via a walk and also had a strikeout. Bulger out of the stretch. Gets it over for strike one. Good pitch right there. Yeah, Bulger's the kind of guy who would probably be pretty tough on righties with that funky arm angle he comes at you with. Almost like a lefty specialist just for righties, you know? I mean, that might sound obvious. You might say, well, it's a righty specialist, but you see more lefty specialists in baseball. I don't know why that is, but you know, if there ever was a righty specialist, Bulger's the kind of guy who would fit that description. That one's fouled off. Bulger setting back up here, looking for a double play ball. And that one runs in and might have gotten a piece of the batter. Maybe not, actually. Must have been a foul ball off the bat. And I was thinking of someone to compare Bulger to, like an MLB pitcher, to give you guys a visual of that arm angle. I know it's hard to see with this camera from up here, and you know, the one guy who kind of comes to mind, here comes the pitch, slow roller, hit foul, is Justin Masterson. He's a former Cleveland Indians and Boston Red Sox pitcher. He was extremely good for a while, for a couple of years anyway. And he was a guy who came with that 3/4 angle, almost sidearm. And you see guys like that more out of the bullpen, not a whole lot of starters like that. But Masterson was a starting pitcher. He was very effective for a couple of years. That's a very similar angle to the way that Bulger attacks hitters. So Asher at the plate. Putting up a pretty good at bat here. That one hit down the left side. A lot of carry, but it'll get foul. Good swing right there by Asher. He was all over that high inside fastball. Just a bit too far out in front. they'll tee it back up now. Asher trying to continue this extremely solid at-bat. He might have even gotten a piece of that one, but the catcher holds on. And Asher is retired on strike for the second time today. So that'll bring up Allen. Allen struck out looking and flew out to right. That's been his day so far. Runner still down at first, third batter of the inning, and Allen at the plate. The ball is popped up and popped foul. It gets out of play, strike one. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss that time by Allen. Look behind the fastball. Good breaking ball, got it over and mark it up as a backwards K. Down goes Allen. Well, so far that righty specialist theory is holding true. The lefty gets a single, and the two right-handed batters strike out. Here comes another right-handed batter, this time in the form of Benash. He has struck out and walked up to this point. Runners off for second, throw down. Almost at him, couldn't quite get the pick. Throw was a bit low and a stolen base there for Hernandez. Yeah, if he picks that, I think he's out. Wasn't an awful throw, just a little bit low. And that enabled Hernandez to steal the base. Ball hit foul. Bolger looks at second and delivers. Just a little bit low. Here comes the pitch. As he looks at second, and he'll go ahead and step off instead just to make sure that runner is not getting any ideas out at second. Yeah, he's getting a pretty big lead. Nobody was holding him on. Just keep him honest out there. Gets it over. Beautiful pitch. Marked it up as a backwards K. And another strikeout. Make it 3 strikeouts in a row for Bolger. And here comes Schaefer. Schaefer trying to put a ball in play as Bolger has struck out the last 3 batters in a row. That looks like strike one to me. Bolger's on a roll right now. Another good pitch, trying to paint that inside corner. Yeah, he's just really hitting the spots. Took him a batter to get settled in. But he is really feeling it on the mound right now. Pitching very confidently. That one almost got in the zone as well, a little bit low. But as I always say, one thing, if you hear me broadcast the game, the one thing I always say is if you're going to miss low. That's got to be your plan of attack. Better to miss low than miss down the middle and let them just crush the baseball. Or even miss high, you know? Like, unless it's a fastball, any other pitch, make sure you miss low. Folger delivers. Tried to catch the inside corner. No call was made. The infield thought they had it, but that will even the count up. The sun is starting to set here. The pitch. Hit foul. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit chillier now. It was in the mid-70s or so for most of the early afternoon. It's supposed to dip back down to the 60s later tonight. Slow roller, shortstop coming on. Gonna be a tough play. He can't make it. But nonetheless, the inning will come to an end as that was the 5th batter. So a very good inning for Colton Bolger on the mound. We're heading to the 6th here in the Prospect Showcase.
Order down, or what do you guys want? What do you get?
Okay, welcome back. As we move to the top of the 6th inning here. It's been a good showcase so far, as I mentioned earlier. Just a lot of solid talent we're seeing from these guys, and excited to see how this one's going to end. A couple more innings to go. As Hurd will step in to lead it off. Misses a little bit outside for the ball. Very off-balance swing that time, comes up empty. One misses outside. Bounce it out to the left. Could be a tough play. Left fielder coming on. That's going to land in fair territory. And left fielder could not make the play. That is going to be a leadoff double for Hurd. And a good start to the 6th. Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. You know, didn't hit it all that well. Had a tough pitch to swing at. Made contact with it, just lofted it down the left side. And got himself a double. So he'll gladly take it. On the mound is number 49, Reese Kusider. He is 6'1", 165 pounds, out of Pasadena City College. And just threw a pretty nice pitch that batter Hagen was late on. You can certainly see the shadows starting to creep in here. Runner's off for third, and it's a foul ball. Not sure if that was a direct hit and run or just a batter swinging while a runner was running, but nonetheless, ends up being a foul ball. Slow roller to third. Be a tough play. Third baseman picks it, looks at second, throws on to first, and gets him. A fine play down at third base by J.D. Schaefer. That's a much harder play than you think. That one hot pick comes up on you. If you don't pick it, you probably get hit in the face, honestly. It's a tough play, but he's able to stay with it and throw his man out. So Hagen retired, and Contreras stepping in. Contreras has had a huge day at the plate. He has 2 singles, a couple of RBIs, and he'll try to stay hot. Yeah, Contreras and Ferris have been the big guys on offense for this team. Both of them have a couple of base hits. Also, Selby has a 2-run double. Klinowski doubled. Brett had an RBI single. Johnson has a couple of hits. RBI hit for Denbo as well. Just 2 hits for Hurd as well. Almost everybody on this offense has contributed in this showcase, and they are certainly leaving a good impression for any scout who may be watching. Not a bad pitch that time. May have caught the outside corner. That one's hit to short. Shortstop will look at second. And he's going to get him in a rundown now. Throw to third. Not terrific base running that time. You want to hold up on that baseball, but he just went for it, thinking the shortstop was going to throw over to first base. A heads-up play at short. That's Benash making the heads-up play. And the runner is retired as Contreras will reach on the fielder's choice. So Ferris stepping in now. Ferris has a pair of hits to his name. Slow roller down the right side and foul. Slow roller to second. Second baseman charging. To second to short for one. Back to first. And I believe they call him safe down there at first. They did. So fielder's choice. Ferris that time. Almost turned the double play. Did the defense, but Ferris able to leg it out. And the final batter of the inning, Selby, will step in. He had that 2-run double in his last at bat. Yeah, Selby's a big guy, 6'3", 225. He has some pop in his bat, you can tell. And that last baseball just exploded off his bat. Selby looking to stay hot here following that 2-run double. Balls it out to right. Right fielder coming out, gonna be a tough play. Dives, and he can't make the catch. Almost took away a base hit from Selby, but in the end, Crusader able to get out of the inning as that was the 5th batter. Take a quick break. Be back right after this. Okay, welcome back. New pitcher to tell you about. It's going to be the left-hander Andrew Talkinson. Andrew is a 6'2", 205-pound left-hander out of Cal State University, San Bernardino. So Talkinson, another one of those San Bernardino boys. misses a bit high for ball 1. Bottom of the 6th inning here. That one is fouled back. Talkington working out of the stretch to the leadoff batter. Looks in. And delivers. Whew, not a bad pitch. Maybe a bit low. On the mound, you definitely want that pitch, though. But with no umpire, maybe it was called. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Comes the pitch from Talkington. Foul ball, stays alive. Good swing right there. That is not going to be fun for the coach. He's got to keep fixing that camera. You got a guy throwing, 85, 90 miles per hour right at you. He was standing behind a net trying to fix the camera. As that ball misses a bit outside. Talkington looks in. Waiting for the right sign. He gets it. Sets. Taking some time out there. And delivers. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a slower pace as well. We've seen a lot of pitchers in this showcase with extremely just quick paces, and then some of them a little bit slower. There's no right way to do it, just whichever suits you best on the mound. Ball's popped up, center fielder getting underneath it. And he will make the play. It's got to be a lot easier now to be an outfielder with the sun setting. There's still that little bit of a glare. The sun, not as much of a factor later in this showcase. So Briones will step in now. Fielder's choice and a strikeout for him. Try to improve upon that line. Pretty good swing, a little bit late. That'll be strike 1. Balls it out to right. Right fielder coming on. Gonna be a tough play. He will not make the catch. Briones digging for 2. He'll get in there. As the right fielder came up empty on that. And allows Briones to get all the way to second. Yeah, it's one of those plays there that it's probably going to be an error in the rule book. That's not an easy catch. The old shoestring, they call it. The shoestring grab. You're reaching down to catch that baseball. It's not far enough to dive for it necessarily, but it's too close to catch it, at your chest or anything. You got to reach down. It's a harder play than you think. But I'm sure he would have told you he should have caught it. So Galindo steps in now. He reached on an error in his last at bat. And this time takes ball 1. Runners off for third. A step off by the pitcher, and they're going to get him. Good awareness on the mound there as he was trying to take it on the pitcher, and they just could not get it. He's kind of walking off here. You got to show some hustle here, dude. There we go. Here comes the pitch now to Galindo. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder coming on, dives, and he can't make the play. A tremendous effort out in left field as that ball landed in foul territory, but unable to come up with the grab. So Galindo will get another chance here. Following Galindo, it'll be Carpio and then Adalian Jr. Ground ball to second. Second baseman stays down on it. Throws on to first and just does get Galindo, who was flying down the line. Yeah, I did not think that ball would be too close. Or, excuse me, that play would be too close. The ball was hit, not too hard, but hit the second. I thought they'd have a lot of time to get Galindo. Instead, ended up being an extremely close play at the bag, but they got the out. Here comes Carpio now. Good fastball over the inside corner. Hopkinton has pretty good velocity on his heater from the left side. There's a breaker, tried to catch the outside corner, couldn't quite do it. Inside, misses. Comes the pitch from Talkington. That one also misses. Lefty out of the stretch. Hit to the right side, base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Carpio. Kind of inside outing that inside pitch, a la Derek Jeter. And he's aboard. And Adalian Jr. will be the final batter of the inning. Pitch from Talkington. Swing, foul tip, strike one. That one misses a bit low. That one also missing. Yeah, Talkington, a much slower pace out there. This inning has gone quite a bit slower. Foul that one off. Medallion Jr. putting up a nice at bat.
Yeah, that's why I'm working it. It's going to be it.
Lights are on.
Yeah, that's what we're on the side of the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
Another swing, another foul ball. So solid at bat here from Medallion Jr. Talkington trying to finish his outing on a good note. Here comes the pitch from the lefty. Swung on and missed. Down goes Medallion Jr. And that will end the inning.
All right, guys.